Hey, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He completes it to Julio Jones. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
A gain of 14. And the Falcon first down.
Got it. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 4. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and we get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to throw here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Jones. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
These two teams all tied after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Right there, 54, right there.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Freeman again, a first down carry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On first down, it's Pratt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Uncle, over here.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Check 9, check 9.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Here's Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This is Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
On second down, it's Grant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant, 55 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll drop the throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They were in the 46 defense, just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying.
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and 11. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 37 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hand.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On 1st down, Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think in normal situations, most play calls would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, his second sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is, and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Freeman, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down now, it's Pratt. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A 20th carry down for Devontae Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's complete to Graham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tonight's final score, Falcons 36, Packers 13.